Not your average tabletop. Woohoo!
Welcome to Not Your Average Tabletop. I'm Zach.
And I'm MaK.
And today we're giving our first impression of...
Azul! Mini!
Yes, the classic Azul game in its mini version. So this was one... Actually, you... And possibly me too, I don't remember. I think I had played this once on BGA before we had played some of the other ones, but I think this, out of the series of current Azul games, which is, at the time of filming this, through 4 games.
This is the last one I played.
This is the last one you've played, which was the original Azul.
Whoops.
But, yeah, for many years we just had the Stained Glass of Sintra, which was the second one. So that's the one we have probably the most experience with. But you enjoyed this one so much that when they had announced, it was around the, I think you played it around the same time.
Because we don't own it until now, but we were playing it on BGA. Mm-hmm. And so, we started playing it on BGA, and then,
it was around that same time when they announced this.
The mini, so it was meant to be.
Yes, it was almost like it was meant to be to get it.
Because I, never go to you and say, babe, we have to get this game, because we don't have it. We were just playing on BGA. And I was like, babe, they're making an Azul mini. I'm like, it's small. We can put it on the shelf. It's not as big as Summer Pavilion or Stained Glass of Sintra. I'm like, it'll fit on the shelf, and we love it, and it's great. So we can bring it places. Mm-hmm. So I was like, it's sold. I was like, babe, get it. Let's get it.
Yes. But now this is the first time we've actually played it like this. Yeah. And to be fair, we've never played the actual original in a tabletop version.
That's
so
true.
Can't compare it exactly. But we can let you know what we think of this, because it would be similar to kind of some of the other ones. Mm-hmm. Only that would have kind of just this. I think it'd basically be the mat that's under here. But anyway, you can see.
It's awesome.
Yes, you can see there's a little plastic. I don't know. Dang it!
Did you really think that was going to work long term?
I didn't know. I didn't know how far it would go, but
don't lose any of my pieces from
pretty much there's a plastic covering on here, which allows you to. There are many tiles, not many, mini, that just stick onto this board. I think there's actually these mosaic or whatever expansion type, not expansion, but things that you get that's kind of an overlay. So they already kind of have that for their games, I think.
Okay.
But that's kind of, it's already built into this, so that you can kind of travel with it, and it can move around and it doesn't slide and stuff.
It's got a score tracker and everything. I hadn't seen anything from the box yet, so I pulled it out and was like, no way, it comes with a overlay and they stick on. I was like, that's so great for traveling.
Yeah, I actually think, I don't know that I would, but you could probably actually play this on a plane if you really wanted
to. You could, but I would not risk the pieces.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't, but I think you could have it work, which is surprising to say about an Azul game. Just knowing the Azul games, I wouldn't think, you'd never think, we can play that on a plane. But I think you could if you were willing to risk the pieces a little bit.
Yeah.
But overall, I think it can kind of contain it in a pretty small area. So, this probably isn't really a review on, or a chippy, or first imp on the game itself, but whether or not it can maybe be a travel version, because the game is solid, but it's
been around for a while.
Yes, it doesn't change really any of the gameplay pieces of it, but it does a really good job, surprisingly good job, I think.
I can see why they branched off and did so many Azuls after playing the first one, just because of how simple and beautiful it is, and just this really bingo style capacity. And I can totally see where Stained Glass of Sintra and Summer Pavilion originated from this game.
In Queen's Garden.
Yeah, that's That's something else.
Yeah. I think we're going to do a video where we talk about all of them. We have played all of them at least once. So we'll probably do another video like that. So subscribe if you want to see that come out eventually. But yeah, after one play of this, I thought maybe, because I would say, I don't have the largest hands either, but I thought my hands were a little bigger maybe. And I didn't know if these pieces would be kind of too small and be kind of fiddly. But I think they, for me, worked really well. And they stuck on the board just how they were supposed to. And as you can see, I was kind of holding it up too and
Yeah.
moving it around, and they didn't move. So it does an amazing job at that, and it works perfectly. The score trackers I felt worked really well. They weren't like really hard or sticky. They moved exactly.
Good.
They had like the exact right amount of tension where it wasn't like they're so loose that it's just easily sliding, but it clicks pretty nicely.
Yeah. I think the only thing is just like these little pieces, but otherwise, I think they're supposed to just stay in here, though. I don't think you're supposed to fiddle around with them.
Yeah, I think you might have to. Well, I suppose I was gonna say you could glue them in there, but then you have to just remember how many. Depending on how many players you're playing with, you'd have to put that many, use that many tiles each time.
Yeah.
But no, I would give this for like a travel version of a game. I would say this is a 9 to 10. I think this is really great. If you love Azul and you've always wanted this kind of smaller version of it for either. I was gonna say a day at the beach, but I don't know. I don't know if I would do that. But
keep
maybe
it away from the sand.
If you're fine with that, if you're fine with a little wear and tear, I think you could probably do that as well.
I can see this easily becoming one that like gets packed for a plane or like to go
You can
somewhere
do it
with
at
us.
airport easily.
Yeah.
Yeah, you pack it up pretty well. I would. The one negative, I don't know.
I don't
you
like
can keep
this
everything.
flap.
Yes, I think this flap is the piece that I dislike the most.
Can we cut it off
We probably can.
and make it?
I'm
still
guessing
look good?
it's just so that stores could hang it.
Yeah.
Because it's a little smaller. But yeah, I would say I don't love that. And you can. It says you can store it in the bag, but I don't know. I don't know if
I'd feel
would
better
do
if it
that.
had a zipper on the top instead of
Yeah,
this
it's
little
just a
snap.
button.
But if you're gonna put all this in the baggie,
So yeah, maybe if you just got a little bigger bag to put all these in, because each color was in an individual bag. So maybe if you put them in a container and then put it in there and kind of all the pieces bagged up, I think then it would work in there. I just probably wouldn't put loose pieces in here. I don't think that would probably work.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's solid. I highly recommend it if you love Azul.
gameplay is awesome.
So
Can't believe it was my last one I learned.
I know.
But you
it
know
is
what are you gonna do?
surprising. But yeah, so that's a high rating from us. High rating of approval. We did recently do a top 10 travel games, and we did not have this game yet,
Yeah.
so we hadn't had the ability to try it.
So go watch that video and then caveat it with
Yes,
this.
this one would probably be right up there.
Yeah.
It's possibly number 1. So
Ooh. Spicy.
possibly.
Spicy.
But otherwise, we should have an unboxing video with this if you want to check out some of the mini pieces. But otherwise, we hope to see you on the next video. And as always, don't forget to keep on nibbling on our content.